What are you committed to, Pisces? And do you trust yourself to show up for yourself in your commitments? Hi, welcome to Zira's Journey. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. And here on this channel, we use a compass of courage, curiosity, compassion, and creativity to get where it is we want to go by being exactly where the fuck we are. And you, Pisces, move differently than most people, and that's a beautiful thing. Let's talk about your orientation point for the month. We're going to get into your tarot reading in just a second, a story of your month. But first I want to offer you this kind of North Star from Spirit. Whenever you have a moment of questioning or you're not sure what to do next, Spirit wants you to be able to come back to this. And your North Star for this month, Pisces, is trust. And you can see that this card has a couple of moths on them. So moths, like butterflies, do the cocoon process, right? So there's an element of transformation and transmutation here in the card. But the other thing, the thing that makes moths a little different, is they orient themselves, or at least it is believed that they orient themselves, by the light of the moon. The moon card is the Pisces card. So moths use the orientation of the moon to then alter and take this kind of strange course, because it's not the way that most animals, most creatures on this planet choose to move. Move your way, Pisces. And the other thing about trust is, as Spirit said, what are you committed to? And are you committed to showing up for yourself as part of your commitment? If I'm committed to something, there's a reason for it, right? And if there isn't a reason, maybe I should reconsider my commitment, right? Trust is about continuing to show up for something, even when you don't know how or when it is going to turn out or come to fruition or what have you. Trust is showing up to the container. So what Spirit is kind of giving me as a metaphor is, if you have a goal, I want to make X amount of money, I want to get X type of partnership, I want to move to X place or have X position or whatever. Nothing too small, nothing too big. We're not worrying about putting moral judgments on what it is that you want. If you know what it is that you want, what are you committed to showing up for in order to get that? You may not know the how. You may not know all or almost any of the steps. But if you are willing to ask for and to create room to receive the energy, the wisdom, the downloads, the messengers, the teachers, whatever it is that's required for you to get to this next stage, you will get there. Trust is asking and then showing up. A lot of people like to pray directly for things. I need money. God, Spirit, universe, give me money. Again, I'm not putting moral judgments on that. There's nothing wrong with that. And far be it for me to demonize wanting money or wanting power or wanting sex or wanting whatever. Want what you want. What I'm saying is, sometimes a more effective prayer is, if for what example, what I want is wealth. Instead of asking for the money or to win the lottery, Spirit, I ask you to bring me the wisdom, the teachers, the resources to help me become wealthy. Help me to follow my instincts and move toward the things and people and vibrations that increase my personal wealth. And then the how is like this unfolding adventure, this wonderful intuitive like treasure map that you get to follow. So I would ask you to experiment with that, play with that this month, Pisces. What would be amazing and miraculous for you? And what are you committed to doing as a practice to show up for it? Another example, if you want to write a book and you've never written a book in your life and you don't know what your book even is, you just know that you want to write a book, set a container, 30 minutes every morning or every night or every afternoon at lunch break or whatever, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, once a week, whatever you can actually genuinely commit to and show up for and stay fully present throughout, that. And when you show up, Spirit just threw this out of the deck. When you do that and you show up, you'll find that you are armed with the things that you need. You show up to that table or that computer in the morning or the evening or whatever, and you said, like, God, I have no idea what I'm going to do today. I don't have anything. I'm not inspired. I don't have anything to write, but I said I was going to show up here for 30 minutes every single day. So even if what I'm writing is, this sucks, I have no idea what's happening, why did I even agree to this, oh my God, am I supposed to really do this for 3 more months before the end of this agreement I made with Spirit is over, blah, blah, blah. Do that. Keep showing up, keep doing your practice, keep trusting. It's like you put out your end of the bargain, right? And you have to trust that Spirit, universe, God, whatever you like to call it, has your back, heard your prayer, is reacting and responding to your behaviors, because you didn't just say, hey, give me money. You said, hey, I really want some money, and what I really would like to make some money doing is writing this book or whatever. So I'm going to make the room to write this book, and you help me have the inspiration and the awesomeness and the wit and the wisdom and the teachers and the whatevers and the publishers that I need, okay? Awesome, deal. I'll show up. I know you'll show up. Trust. I orient by myself by the moon. It don't need to make sense to anybody else. That's the Pisces way. All right. That was a nifty download, right? Let's get into some cards. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with you, Pisces, about the story of your month. Spirit, where is Pisces in their story? What does it serve them to know about where they are in the story for their highest good? What's going on within? What's going on without? What kind of energies are around Pisces this month? Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising and Dominant folks. What kind of energy, helping or hindering, is around them? What lies before them as a trajectory built on the past and the present? And how can they get to their most peaceful, abundant, joyful, loving, secure future possible? Wow. Well, if that ain't a Piscean card, just accidentally saw that the Knight of Cups is somewhere in your reading. We'll see where he lands, but very much you. Perfect. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising and Dominant folks in January. What's the story? Trust. 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 You have community, you have love, you have support, you have willingness, you have everything that you need except trust. How about that? Don't Spirit know? Listen, let that give you a light heart, not a heavy heart. Spirit knows where you're at. 10 of Cups crossed by 8 of Swords. There is so much love and abundance and availability all around you, if only when you're ready to take off your blindfold. When you're ready to see through and past all of your reasons and get back to your Pisces core. Knight of Cups, hidden position. High Priestess. Wow, okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up and put down these cards, Pisces. Yes, 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 yes. Wow, Spirit just said, before I'd even turned over the rest of these cards, Spirit said, putting your money where your soul is. Putting your money where your soul is. What a beautiful fucking thing. Okay, all right. One thing at a time, Maddie. I'm too excited. So as I said, center of your reading, 10 of Cups, the card everybody wants to get. You are surrounded by so much love, Pisces. Again, family, friends, chosen family, lovers, community members. Crossed by a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of, I can see all the reasons why not, and they are blocking me from enjoying all the reasons why. And it's interesting, Spirit is saying, look at the water, like, don't let those cups spill over and just be at your feet. There's so much available here. It would just be a shame to waste it. Not something for you to be ashamed of, but as in, we want you to have all this. We want you to have all this. Please let yourself have all of this. Open up your heart. Again, come back to that Piscean nature. This is what's inside of you. Knight of Cups, change. Change based on an open heart. Vulnerable extending of your hand. Hey, I really want to do this, or I really love you, or I really want to create this, or I really want everyone's help with this, and being able to receive. I understand why you feel hesitation. Sitting in your past, Pisces, you haven't always been supported. You haven't always been understood. You haven't always been trusted or been able to trust. Five of Swords is pettiness, it's cruelty, it's harsh words, it's being abandoned, being left behind, feeling cheated. And our past affects our present, but it shouldn't determine our future, right? So I'm not trying to get you to bypass that, far from it. I'm trying to get you to look at where you might be holding yourself back from fear of pain. Like, yes, sure, I could reach out for all that amazing, wonderful love and pleasure, but the last time I reached out for love and pleasure, I got smacked, and I don't want to get smacked again. And Spirit's like, hey, not this time. Not this time. And honestly, as much as there is so much love surrounding you, this is more about you. Crowning your reading. The High Priestess, the ultimate intuitive. She sits between the white and the dark pillar, conscious, unconscious. She receives downloads from both, and she synthesizes that shit. So, she might orient herself by the moon, we could say, considering it's sitting at her feet. Trust yourself. That's an important part of that trust card and part of that High Priestess card. Are you feeling in connection with your intuition? Do you cultivate time to cultivate your intuition? And if you don't, this is not a chance to blame, shame, judge yourself. It's an opportunity to adapt the way that you spend your time. And be like, okay, you know what? I'm not feeling that in touch with my intuition. Or I am, but there have been points in my life where I felt more, when I used to meditate, or I used to pray, or I used to have more practices or whatever. Create pockets of silence. Create pockets of trust. Like, Spirit's really giving me this very beautiful, poignant image of like, well, hey, one way that you can create a High Priestess and a trust container is to create a spiritual meeting place to hang out with Spirit, God, angels, your ancestors, however you like to think of it. Words are cumbersome and narrow. Spirit's like, call us whatever you want, Jimmy Buttercup, it's all fine. Like, so even if it's 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes in the evening or whatever works for you, sitting with Spirit. That could look like lighting a candle. That could look like writing in a journal. That could look like praying with your hands together at the foot of the bed. That can look any way you want it to. It's your relationship with Spirit. You orient yourself by the moon, Pisces. You do it your way. It could look like visiting a tree. What is it for you that makes you feel rooted, connected, sacred? And help connect, create a container for you to share that with Spirit and develop that trust. That's, trust and intuition, they're a practice. And you are well served by practice this month, where you find yourself working dutifully, devotedly, joyfully, growing your skills, growing your money. Look at your future. Knight of Pentacles, again, a card of like lovingly, joyfully cultivating your money, cultivating your skills, growing what you want to be, your orchard. I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. We'll get there. The key. Get excited. Feed your excitement. Give air and breath to your excitement. express it, enjoy it, whatever makes you feel curious, whatever makes you feel joyful, move toward it and share it. Energy around you, awakening, commitment, signs everywhere is what Spirit just said. The signs are going to be all over the place. So the more available you are to synthesize these downloads, the faster things are going to move. That's just what I'm hearing, because it's just like reading the signs. Spirit just said, it's just like reading the signs if you're on a road trip. It's like you're going to get where you're trying to go faster if you can see where the fuck you're trying to go. You could just wander and that'll be fine. You'll probably get there eventually, right? But it'd be a lot speedier if you could read where the hell you're going and know what the speed limits are and shit, right? Now the best part, working on your money, growing your skills, showing up dutifully, having a rhythm that works for you. That could be a routine, that could be a rhythm, whatever works for you. When you do that, what is the potential? Graduating from the Eight of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles. The Queen who has more than enough, so much that she can share with all the people and communities she loves, because her money multiplies easily. She is fertile with the money. She knows her value. And she shares generously. And I know you love to share generously, Pisces. So if that's a nice backdoor way for me to get you to understand how very valuable and how very loved you are, then I'll take it. I orient myself by the moon too. Thank you for listening, Pisces. I really hope that this is helpful for you. And I'm always curious if you've got questions, comments, stories, reflections. I would love to hear them. And if you want to go deeper, if you'd like to get a personal reading, the ways to do that are in the info box below, as well as where to find me on social media. All the things really that you need are down there in that box below. I really appreciate you being here, Pisces, and I really hope it helps. And if I don't see you in a video before then I hope I will see you in your February reading. Bye, Pisces!